Hello, amazing people. Today I'm going to be sharing with you an abstract painting 100%. You're going to see a lot of my processes that I like to use even in my own personal painting projects, which go from blending to adding texture to adding blotches and washes onto my paint. So yeah, stay tuned, and I can't wait to see what you guys think about this abstract painting.
For the surface, I experimented with a mixed media paper that I had lying around, and I just wanted to see how it would react. Okay. Don't you ever have those moments where you just want to use every single tool in your toolbox? It's crazy. I am that kind of person. And then when I sit down, I just realized all I wanted to use were just a couple brushes and my palette knives. And that's exactly what I did. So for the blending, I used mostly a big flat brush just to get it done quickly too. And then for the line work, I used a thin round brush. It was a little bit long. And then of course for the texture, I was just using a palette knife. And these are the colors that I used. The ritual begins. I always seem to start with white, no matter what. I'm not so sure why. It's almost as if I was kind of priming it. Anyway, I then started to add some other colors from that whitish yellow to that, well, it's not actually a whitish yellow. I guess it only became whitish yellow once I started mixing it in. And so that's why I call it whitish yellow. And then of course I put in some of that red yellow too, and a little bit of that ultramarine blue. So just a interesting fact, ultramarine blue is actually not a true blue. Apparently it is fugitive. I recently learned this from a very trustworthy source and great artist and friend. Shout out to Kent. Yeah, it's great to keep learning, and I'm going to keep learning about colors. The second part of this amazing abstract art is me actually adding in some line work just very randomly with my long, thin, round brush. Yeah, so you can really just play around with it. Doesn't really have to be anything specific. Um, yeah, I like to just keep it free flowing. And I hope that you guys are actually finding this very relaxing and like you're just getting out of your usual routine, getting out of the usual humdrum and really getting into the zone. Then there is the amazing layers of paint that I added on. And again, this is very just intuitive. I didn't really have an actual plan. I just let it lead me, which is what I try to do with most of my paintings is even if I have some kind of an idea, I want the paint to lead me just as much too. So I didn't really share the actual part of me just adding those extra washes that you can see in this sort of blotching, but it's really just adding water to that violet color and then, or is it purple? Purple violet. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed painting or even just watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you again.